everyone, welcome back to another episode of Faculty Podcast Series. Today we will be delving into Faculty of Information Science and Technology, also known as FIST. I'm your host for today, Mutiara, and today we have a special guest, Dr. Go, everyone.
Hi everyone, nice to meet you.
So, Dr. Go, the title for today's podcast is, hold on. Will AI replace you?
Well, okay.
So, we have a few questions for you to answer for us to get an idea of how to answer this question. Are you ready,
Yes,
Doctor?
okay, yes, I'm ready.
Okay, question number one. How is AI affecting jobs in information science and technology?
Okay, well, look at the technology, you know that it's always advancing, okay, and then AI actually transforming a lot of jobs with those highly repetitive patterns into automations. For examples like self-driving cars, I think everyone know, right? Okay, how the car can drive itself. Initially, we all manually drive the cars, right? To turn left, turn right, and then arrive to the destination that we want to go. But nowadays, by identifying the repetitive patterns of the drivers, we can just use AI to do it. So that is how it's transforming. So it involves all kind of skills as well. So those highly repetitive patterns, okay, kinds of tasks, then we can just use AI to do it.
So, in response to that, do you think AI may replace programmers?
Okay. I don't think so. Because why? There's a lot of challenges, problems nowadays. Okay, basic coding, yes, you can let AI to do it. But in terms to solve a specific problems, then no. Human is still the main problem solver.
I see. So, those software engineers still have their jobs then. So, our next question, can you give examples of how AI is used in our faculty's field?
Okay, so I assume your faculty's field is related to those programs as well. Okay, like for example, in security, then we can actually use AI to detect those security threats. That means, for example, like credit card fraud. Okay, although the security person will write those security programs. Okay, and then how they can let AI do the job. Okay, AI can actually go and learn your purchase behavior. Let's say you are the customer. The AI can learn your purchase behavior. So by learning that, so in case when your credit card is being used by someone, okay, let's say donate, online donation, it's not something that you're going to do. Okay, then AI will just, okay, this one is unusual. Then it will just send the alert.
We don't usually donate.
Okay, okay, then it will just send an alert, and then that will actually helping for the security part. So then they can let the bank operators maybe call you to confirm, and then they will just
Okay.
totally stop the card.
Oh, I see.
That is how it can help. Not just security, of course, like data communication networking also the same. Okay,
Also,
it can help to identify the network congestion.
ooh,
It can help to do that. It can also help to optimize, okay, the network, okay, and also a lot of things related to networking as well. And besides that, it can also help to identify whether someone tried to hack through the network. It can also identify and detect. And then when it sends something alert or warning, then it just stop it.
I see. Looking forward to that this year. Okay. Our next question: how do lecturers help students learn about AI and its role in different industries?
Okay, for the roles in different industry, yes, we actually have a lot of collaborations. Like in FIST, we have the so-called handshake programs, and then we have the so-called industry link final year project. So these two projects allow the students to actually collaborate with some industry, so that is actually helping them to see how AI can be applied to solve the industry problems. For examples, currently we have one, okay, on those pattern recognitions. Okay, students have to wisely use AI solutions to detect the defects of certain products. So they know, oh, I can apply AI in this domain, manufacturing related. Then we also actually bring students to explore some other competitions or exhibition as well. For example, like ITEX, okay, MTE, Malaysian Technology Exhibitions, or those per CHIPTA. So when students join these exhibitions and also competitions, they besides proposing their own solutions, they can also go and see around what others people have in solving the industry problems and also challenges. So this will help them to actually know, oh, there's other more. It's not just what we see in the faculty. So that is some of the things that we actually doing now. Even the IFIP also the same thing. So sometimes it's because students having internship in the industry. Okay, so through that, then maybe they want to continue the project. Then they can just extend it as a FYP, so that it has more time to complete the whole prototype for the solution.
Yeah, a whole semester to do
Yes,
it.
yes, yes. It's not just whole semester.
Oh, really?
It's actually almost 1 year, like 9 months, 9 months and above, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh.
Around that.
I didn't
Okay.
know FYP takes that long.
No, FIP is not. FIP will last for 2 semesters, around 6 months.
Uh-huh.
Okay, but plus your industry training period inside that, it becomes around 9 months. So you have more times to really produce something that is more complete to solve the industry problems. Because internship, you are at the industry side, right? So normally what you are doing is the solution that they want, but you have limited time. Maybe you can only complete certain modules but not a whole solution.
Oh,
So when you
yeah.
extend it into FYP, then you can do more.
Oh, okay.
So that is through the IFYP. Yeah, that is how we try to collaborate with the industry, and then students can explore more to not just something inside the faculty.
Oh, I see. So technically, in this day and age, AI is, IT field is important in a lot of industries.
Yes,
Many.
yes, it's many.
I see.
Like for example, currently my student is having one project as well, try to actually create something like chatbot.
Oh.
Okay, something like chatbot, but the chatbot is focusing on the problems of the technicians. So when they have problems, they want to find a manual. Manually looking for the manual is very tedious.
Yeah.
But if they have a chatbot, that is different. They can answering their questions, how to solve the problems. So that is some things that the industry need.
I see. But chatbots is included in AI, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes,
okay,
yes, yes.
I
It has to answering the queries from the human.
It's going to be quite tedious to code though.
Yes,
right?
of course, it's challenge. It's not easy.
Yeah, I see. Well, that's interesting. What skills do you think students need to work with AI?
They must love mathematics. Can't run away from that. Okay, probability, statistics. They need to love it.
Oh.
And then another thing is technical skill, the programming, the coding. Okay, so can't run away. They can't run away from those hands-on skill. So they have to make sure that they really like it, love it.
Do we have to really like permutation and combination as well?
Yes, will involve. Yes, will involve those permutation combinations.
I gotta be honest, I'm pretty bad at that.
Well, pretty bad doesn't mean that you will be bad all the way. You can still learn to become better.
Okay. I've been bad at it ever since secondary school. Do you think AI will change how jobs are done in our field?
Yes, of course. It's actually speed up a lot of things. For example, like when you want to write an email, maybe previously you need to think, identify what words to put in, okay, and then form the sentences in a proper manner. You may need 30 minutes to 1 hour. But nowadays, with the help from AI, within 10 minutes, okay, within 10 minutes, it generates the official email. You just customize it, send out.
Use
Done.
Grammarly.
Okay, just like that.
Wow.
So you speed up the process. Then you have more time to focus on others more critical things. Because there are things that AI cannot do also. For example, students who are very angry, how you want to comfort them? AI cannot do that. Then humans have to involve. Lecturers have to involve.
I see. So like therapy and stuff like that. Like putting emotion messages, right?
Yeah, sometimes maybe the marks okay not right or whatever, then they have some problems, and then they maybe request you to help them, those kind of things. Okay.
Oh,
So
so
the
like
students.
subjective questions, right? Where you
Uh,
write
uh,
your own
uh.
answer.
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I've had that problem sometimes.
So it's not that easy. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
I think we're in question 6 right now. Are there any projects looking at whether AI is fair and good to use?
Normally for these kinds of projects, we mostly involve postgraduate students, because for AI, whether it's good and fair to use is related to whether the AI algorithm is biased or not biased. Okay, mostly we focus on postgraduate. Okay, even like the transparency, okay, of the AI, or to explain how AI actually make predictions. Those things we call it explainable AI. So most of these kind of projects involve the postgraduate students. For undergraduate students, we do mention, okay, but most of the time they have limited time in delve deep into this side, because when you want to test the robustness and also the generalizations of the AI, you need a lot of time, you need a lot of data set as well. So most of the time, for UG or undergrad students, we focus more on the coding part and how they can apply
So,
to solve problem.
so what you mean by postgraduate students?
Is those
focus
master,
on,
PhD students.
So degree
yes.
students don't study this.
They have just the concept,
Oh.
rather
So just
than
the theory.
practical. But then for the master PhD student, yes, they have to
Oh.
make sure that their proposed solutions is not biased. Okay, it's not that biased. It's robust. It's general enough, and then they have to also, some of the research project also focus on the explainable AI. That means to make AI more transparent to the public. That means, for example, like how machine learning can predict certain context. Let's say to predict why the students is having a high potential can't graduate on time.
Mhm.
Okay, then this explainable AI will actually let you know the factors that it include in the analysis. Let's say, for example, the students always skip the class. That is one of the factors, right? Attendance.
You can get barred.
Then it's always having very low course mark. Okay, this is also one factor. So it can at least tell you what are the things that it involved in its analysis to know, finally comes out with the conclusion that the students have a very high percentage in, okay, cannot complete the course in time. So that is the so-called explainable AI, which is transparent. So this is related to the AI, whether it's good and fair.
I see. So, next question is, how can students try out AI stuff for themselves?
There's a lot of ways actually. There's a lot of online courses nowadays. Like for example, Huawei, they also offer the online courses. Microsoft also have that. So if the student really want to explore, they can always go and find those courses, okay, to expand more about the knowledge. They can even go to GitHub to download a lot of free coding, and then just follow the steps. Okay, they provide a lot of steps and how to install and everything. Just follow the step and the procedure, then they can just try out a lot of things. Then they can know more.
But there are some AI stuff like ChatGPT, Grammarly. Students use those too, right?
This one is just apply most of the time. But if
Yeah.
you want to train the models itself, then they need a very high-end computer. Otherwise, you can't train it. It's considered supercomputer. Unless you subscribe to those like Kaggle platforms, Google platforms, they have a very strong server at the back end, then only you're able to train. Otherwise, it's quite difficult. You can only use and apply it.
So when you say supercomputer, what specs are in a supercomputer?
Oh, the spec. It's not just one GPU, no. It's not just one GPU. It's a lot.
Really?
It's a lot. Okay. It's much higher, high end. Okay, than just GPU itself.
So it's way higher than the gaming laptop.
Yes, of course. It's much higher because gaming laptop is just a laptop.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
it is not enough to support to train those large language model. Those supercomputer normally the cost, okay, is 6 digits and above.
Oh wow.
6 digits and above. Even 6 digits and above sometimes may not even enough. Okay, if you do not have such a very supercomputer, you want to train it. I'm not sure how long it will take. It is a lot.
I see. I
Mm.
see. How do teachers make sure students know the good and bad sides of AI?
Okay, so normally to know the good and bad side of AI, we can only choose some case studies and discussions with the students. Let them actually voice out their opinion so that they can have a very, deeper impressions. Okay, and think about the ethical considerations as well. This is something quite important nowadays. We just start up, okay, some of these kinds of topics in some of our subjects. So how they can actually see when AI, let's say in self-driving car, okay, so what is the ethical issue that we need to consider? So in case when accidents happen, should you blame the AI or the person who actually inside the car? So this is something that through discussion, some case study, then they need to go and explore.
So, are there any subjects that we have that explores these types of?
We
things?
actually try to implement it in subjects such as AI fundamentals and those like machine learning,
Oh,
so that they can actually at least consider the ethical side of AI.
I see. I see.
So I think it's very important nowadays.
It is.
Uh,
We're almost finished. This is the second last question.
okay.
What advice would you give students worried about AI taking their jobs?
Okay. So the students should actually ask themselves, can they think out of the box? Are they a good problem solver?
That's why we have critical thinking as a subject.
Yes, okay. And then whether they have very strong common sense and logical thinking, can they well control their emotions?
Are they emotional or not?
Okay, so these are all the skills that can make sure they won't replace by the AI.
Oh, so.
Because humans, they can create their own values.
Mm,
Then just remember that AI is just a tool to assist human.
see. So when you say ethics, right? What do you mean by ethics?
Ethics.
Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
I had this discussion with some of my friends, right? And we were talking about AI is used so much, and we were debating about is AI good or bad, and we were talking about where's the line for AI if AI is used so much and it's self-learning.
Mm-hmm.
So where is the line where we should stop programming AI at?
This one is very difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not easy because it's always back to the humans. How we use it, whether we wisely use it at the good side or we actually use it at the bad side. It's still back to the humans. That's why there are some rules and laws they have to actually, enforce to
I see.
control that.
I see.
Mm.
It's quite difficult because we can't exactly control everyone, right? Everyone in the world.
Yes, correct. When you
Yeah.
can't control humans, that means okay.
Oh, we're doomed. What do you think AI will do in the future in our field, and how can students get ready for it?
Okay, as I mentioned just now, the students have to make sure that they can always have the critical thinking skills. Okay, so they need to know what AI is capable to do, and then try to find variable challenges or problems that can be solved by AI. Define variable challenges and problems that can be solved by AI is actually one of the critical thinking skill, that can actually get the student ready. Okay, then they can involve to develop such a solution. Then that is getting ready. So this kind of skills is something that the student must have.
See, for me, I take critical thinking. My family is very, how do I say this? they really want to make sure me and my siblings, they know how to think outside the box, how to use critical thinking, even before I came to MMU. We have critical thinking as a subject in foundation in IT. I think other faculties have it as well, and we learn about stuff like we learn stuff like how to debate, how to make an argument, what are the things you shouldn't use in an argument, like I can't quite remember. I hope my lecturer isn't seeing this. I can't quite remember what it was called, but it was basically like personal attack fallacy. Yeah, it's called fallacy. We learned about fallacies in critical thinking, and fallacies are basically things that we shouldn't say in an argument, things that we shouldn't use in an argument, like personal attack fallacy. Yeah, stuff like that in a debate. So, and we always learn about how to solve a problem by using a bit more brain power. Yeah, and I find that a lot of the subjects in MMU are actually really helpful, even in a practical sense. Like in a theory sense, we learn in academics and in theory what we should know, right? But we also learn about practical stuff.
Yes.
So I find it interesting, the things that I've been learning in programming classes. It's really fun.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good that you feel like that.
I am really excited to continue my degree here for next semester. Is there anything else you would like to say?
I think so far no. I think I kind of feel happy that you actually appreciate what you have learned in the subject, from the theory to the practical part. So I think it's good that we at least we deliver something that is useful for the students.
Yes.
To make you someone who is good, better.
Yeah,
in the future.
even me and my friends, we like to make jokes based on our subjects.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really fun here. So that is all for Faculty Podcast Series. Thank you guys so much for watching. I am Mutiara.
I'm Dr. Go.
And we'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.
Bye.